Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new. My name is Anita, and I am coming at you today with a new pen video. I feel like I used to do these a lot, and it kind of got on my nerves. I haven't done one in a while, which is cool. I got a pen that I've wanted for, I don't know, almost 2 years. So let's get into it. You can see my new pen. It's a Kaweco. Get it out of its protective sleeve. And here it is. It is a Kaweco that I have wanted for a long time. And I don't know, for some reason, I was determined to pick it up pre-loved. And I think I forgot about looking for it because I was looking pretty consistently for a while. And I got tired of looking. I was either just missing it or it really wasn't the color I wanted. And yeah, I just kind of stopped looking. And the other day I said, you know what? Let's just get it. Stop playing around. Just get the pen you want. So here it is. It is a Kaweco Student. And it comes in a lovely tin. I love the tins. I have another one over here that my art sport came in. And I'm afraid to put it somewhere because as much as I like it, I'll probably forget where I put it and then I won't know where it is and I'll feel very sad. Anyway, I've got a need to get my head examined. Please don't mind me. A Kaweco sticker, which I don't recall getting anything like that before, which is cool. A little brochure that tells you in various languages about your pen, and I'm sure how to operate it, but me being a rebel, I'm going to skip that. And here she is. I am so excited. I have wanted this pen for a long time, and to be honest, I want all the colors, but since I've found Kawecos, at least in my limited experience with them, I have maybe a handful, to be kind of dry writers. I don't know, I didn't feel a passion to keep going with it just because of the writing. But, you know, there's always an ink for that. So I've got this pen anyway. I love the shape of it. It's very pretty. It's a cream color with a brown cap. I will have the details in the description box. Does this twist? Yeah. Look at this section. I forgot what it looked like. Like I said, I've wanted it for a long time, and I just think of it capped, and I forget. It's got a metal section, and I picked up one with a fine nib because medium wasn't available, and I didn't want broad. That's different for me. I'm evolving as a fountain pen enthusiast. It's so funny to me. Anyway, let me give you the particulars on this pen. I will put it up on the screen. The dimensions, and I will just compare it to some other pens in my collection, and we'll do a quick writing sample, and I will come back and revisit this pen down the road in another video and tell you how I feel about it after I've had some experience with it. So I've got the Kaweco Student. I'm gonna dip test with that ink. Let's see. I will compare it to a Pilot Kakuno. A Lamy Safari. A TWSBI Eco. And what else do I have handy? Another TWSBI. A Diamond 580. So you can see how they all measure up. And these are all what I would consider beginner or starter pens. These are all less than $100, which I like that price point. I'm not gonna lie. And next we will take a look at them all uncapped. And here they are uncapped. And as I look at them now, I'll call it the defined section, is the largest on the Lamy Safari, and it has a triangular grip section. The TWSBI Eco is an Eco T, so the grip section is slightly, very slightly angular, and you can kind of get an idea how soft the angles are. And the cap here, it's not as angular as the Lamy. So that has the biggest grip section. The section looks larger on the Pilot Kakuno, but honestly, where do you hold it? Yeah, pretty much use the whole thing. And this section is very similar to the TWSBI in that it's slightly angled, which I just noticed that for the first time today. It's very slight. And I guess because at least on this model, and the others I have are also clear in one form or another, it's rather subtle, but I like it. It's not obtrusive at all. And I think it's the smallest or most comparable on the TWSBI Diamond 580. And it is also the shortest. I do believe, now I never post my TWSBIs. I know some people do. I never do. I do believe, let me get my marker out of the way. You can definitely post this pen. It looks like you can. The top, it's got, it's narrower at the end than it is at the base of the barrel. And you could post it. Yeah, I think that's fine. Definitely postable. And it's very secure. It does feel very slightly back heavy to me, but I don't typically post my pens. So I think I'm a little sensitive to a pen that's posted, to be honest. Even though I have some that post really deeply and I really like those, but I don't typically post. And you don't have to unless you have really big pens. Pardon me, really big hands. My hands are kind of on the larger side and I don't have to post this, but you can definitely post this pen. Definitely postable, as are the Pilot Kakuno and the Lamy Safari. As I said, I don't post TWSBIs because that piston knob on the end gives me a little bit of anxiety, and I do not want an ink mishap because of that. So let's move along to the writing sample because that's the very exciting part. Oh, one thing I wanted to mention is how many turns to uncap the pen, which, how could I forget that? Here we go. Please ignore the ink. I've had a very messy experience today. Oh, 3/4 of a turn to uncap. Very nice. And what does that say? Kaweco Student, Germany. I just noticed that. It's very nice. I just love the classic look of this pen. The clip, let's take a look real quick. Clip is usable, which is cool. I don't typically use mine, but when it's super stiff, I don't really like that. Like if I wanted to, I like to be able to if I can. Put it that way, but I don't always. But yes, this is a usable clip. Now, I am using my tiny A6 Tomoe River paper notebook to do a quick writing sample. I picked this notebook up on Amazon. I will have it linked down below if it's something you're interested in. And let's dip test with some, oh wow, okay. Is there enough ink in there? This is Waterman Inspired Blue. Let's get my little ink rag in case I am awkward, which is probably gonna happen. Look at that. Shame on me. Hopefully it cleans up easy. Yikes, I really, oops, really got ink on it. All right, let's see. Yikes, look at that. Huh. There is this product that you can pick up on Amazon if your section stains. According to Jonathan Brooks at Carolina Pen Company, it's very good at removing stains. I've picked it up, but I haven't used it yet. I'm not even sure where I stuck it. It's just been like that the past 2 months. It's been so busy. But I will try and just use water on that in a bit. In the meantime, let's see. And we'll post her. Oh, there's a little bit of too much ink on there. Let's see how this does. This is the, am I in frame? Yes, I am. Kaweco. And I do believe this model, oh, it has a fine nib. It's not bad. It's called 20s Jazz. If I'm wrong, you all will see this in the description because that's from memory, and my memory is very iffy at times. And the ink, it doesn't look like it, but we're gonna just pretend. That sounds so lame. That it is Waterman inspired blue. That's usually what I keep handy, but I feel like this might be a mix of something. I'm not sure, but it feels pretty good, and the nib feels good. Which I'm happy about because I'm, like I've been saying, I think in my videos lately, I am becoming much more amenable to picking up pens with fine nibs. I don't know if I'll ever really be an extra fine kind of girl, but I definitely can appreciate a fine nib. And this one is, it's a steel nib and it feels very nice. I like it. I think I have a winner. Very nice. Yeah, I think this is the ink that's in my Pelican M800. It's a mix of a little bit of Pilot Iroshizuku Shenkai, which is like a navy, a muted navy ink, and Waterman inspired blue, which is a gorgeous turquoise. So yeah, this is kind of somewhere in the middle. So that's where we're leaving it for today. Mix, so I don't look back at this and wonder what I was thinking. That's it for today for this unboxing. I have made a mess of my hands even more. I like the pen. It feels nice in the hand, and I like the price, which I think I picked up. I think it was around $70 US. I picked it up at Atlas Stationers. I'll have a link to the pen down below in the description if you are interested in checking it out. And yeah, I will definitely be using this in my currently inked in July. I just love the look of it. It's just very pretty. It's very classic, and I love a classic. Ever since I was a kid, I liked classic things, which is weird when you're a kid, but when you're an adult, it's perfectly acceptable. So thank you so much for hanging out with me as I unbox this lovely little pen, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care.